Now, do you know that we're all mortal? It's a known fact. We're all going to die. Now, the question is how? Understandably, we can't determine the way we die because it's our destiny. And we don't have the crystal ball. We don't know the destiny and we can't change it. But when we say we can't change it, as human beings, we believe that we can, or what we really mean is at least we partially can, even though we can't fully change things. But, with our endeavor, with our courage, we can mold our destiny. Nobody wants to talk about death. Death is a taboo. But the problem is not talking about it doesn't make it go away. In fact, you're complicating things. You don't want to talk about it because you're scared. And being scared is a good thing because it's innately in us as human beings to be scared of death. It's an innate reflex. And that's what is important, to preserve life, preserve our own life. Otherwise, if you're not scared of death, you're going to die because you're not going to try to preserve your life. And in this world full of perils, it's very easy to die unless you try to protect yourself from dying, be it us, animals, or anything. Now, talk about it though. Do not just, kind of put a veil or something as if it doesn't exist, as if it's going to go away. No, it wouldn't. You should. So now let's see, how do people die? Now, in the United States, what are the most common causes of death? It's cardiovascular disease. Cancer is catching up, and in fact, this prediction, it may exceed cardiovascular disease over the next few years. And then you have accidents, stroke, other diseases, infections. These are the most common causes of death in the US and pretty much all over the world, more or less, depending on the country. The statistics may be a little different. Now, you want to always have quality while you're on this planet. Isn't that what we all desire? Would you like to have an extra day of life or even an extra month of life if you know that all you're going to be doing in that 1 month is, pain, suffering, and losing quality? I don't think you would. Most people wouldn't. Now, the reason they might want to, because they're hoping for the best. They're thinking, well, we're not going to have pain. No. But, of the most common causes of death, it's not difficult to fathom that probably the best way of dying painlessly is where your heart fails. Now I'm using the word heart fail because heart can fail from heart attack, arrhythmias, or other ways. So that's a quick one, and so that involves the least amount of suffering for the least period of time, as opposed to the other common causes of death. Let's say cancer, mostly pain, suffering, and prolonged, of course. Stroke, yes, but only if it's a massive stroke. If it's a smaller stroke, then you usually suffer. You're paralyzed, you're disabled, you lose quality of life. You may not die. Then accidents, but accidents are only accidents, so you can't bet on dying from an accident. And also with accident, you're more likely to left with injury, paralysis, loss of limb than loss of life. That's more likely. So if you want to control the way you die, I think the most controllable is the heart. And also, it's probably the most painless way of dying. And the other thing, okay, we're aging from head to toe. Your hair follicles will get weak and fall, or you lose pigment, you become gray. Wrinkles, drooping eyelids, bags under your eyes, lines, sagging chin, loss of musculature in the face, so wrinkle face and loss of skin tone, muscle tone, collagen, yes, and they so, and then wrinkles, sagging chest, belly, everything sag. So you want to pass away while you have quality. It's a fine line. So you don't want to age to the point where you have lost quality. Now, admittedly, there are some people who are 90, they still have quality. Now, they may have sagging skin, but they still have decent quality because they're enjoying life. So long as you're enjoying life, you have quality. But the moment you stop enjoying life, you lose quality. So, well, for most of us, there's always going to be exception. There are people who think or may actually feel that they have great quality of life if they can see the sunrise, eat something. There are people who live because they want to eat. But anyway, for most of us, we would like to maintain quality till the day we die. And we want to pick the way we die. We really would want to, but we're not going to fully succeed. But at least we can make the best possible effort with a high probability of success. And that's to make our heart, rather to be more precise, the vessels that supply the heart. The blood vessels, the arteries. So we want them to narrow and clog slowly, but a little faster than the rest of our body's aging. So we want our heart vessels to age before the rest of the body. This way, it can stop pumping before we lose quality. And that's why I say no Lipitor. We don't want that company to make any more money. The company that makes Lipitor is probably, I mean, I think at one point it was like the biggest blockbuster drug. So, this is what I say. You got to no. In fact, you want to the other. You want to increase your cholesterol, so you want to enjoy life even more. Have the food that you want to eat. Admittedly, you'll become a little pudgy. You can exercise, but not too much exercise because you want the heart vessels to get clogged with plaques, cholesterol plaques, and all of that stuff, and narrowing. So you make your heart age before the rest of the body ages. So this way your heart can fail before the rest of your body fails, and you die with quality.